What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for the Manchester City versus Hoffenheim match preview in the Champions League, match day 6, last game in the group stage. So we're going to crack on with this preview and everything there is to talk about. We're going to start off by looking at our oppositions, Hoffenheim, over in Germany in the Bundesliga. Sitting 7th place in the Bundesliga at the moment. They're a decent side, they work really hard as a team, and they're a difficult team to break down, and they like scoring goals. They're a typical attacking German side is how I'd describe them, and so I'm expecting a squad rotation from Manchester City, which means this could be a very high scoring, entertaining game, which I'm not too sure if that's what everyone wants or not. I imagine if you go into the game you'll want an entertaining game, and I think you might be in for a treat. However, it does stand the chance that we might well not come out with a positive result from this game, considering we'll be making lots of changes. We do need a point to finish first in the group. We do need to recover back from that Chelsea loss and get back to winning ways ASAP. So it'll be interesting to see how Pep takes this. Will he take it serious? Will he put out a full strength team knowing that we've got Everton on Saturday and then make more changes for the Carabao Cup quarter final? Or will he see it as job done, we're through, we'll see what everyone else who hasn't had many minutes over the last few weeks, see what they can do? And I feel like it's going to be the latter. Now, I'm expecting Hoffenheim to put us under pressure. They're obviously needing a result from this game. Ideally, you'd think they'd want a win if they want Europa League football. I'm not too sure if they want Europa League or not, or whether they'd rather just focus on the upcoming Bundesliga season. However, that's more of an English style of philosophy rather than a European one. Other European clubs tend to take the Europa League very seriously, and I imagine Hoffenheim will be the same. Looking at the form for Hoffenheim, drew at the weekend 2-2 away at Wolfsburg. A decent point that, like I said, they like scoring goals and they like conceding. They've drawn the last 3 Bundesliga games too. They've scored in them all and they've conceded in them all too. So you see where I'm leaning with this. I reckon if you're a betting person, both teams to score for this game, in my opinion. Now, I've looked through their team. I'm not all familiar with their team. I've heard of a couple of players. They've got Kramich in the attack up front. He did well against us when we played. He scored at the weekend too. And they've also got Belfodil. Is that how you say his name? Belfodil? I don't know how you say his name. But he also scored at the weekend. He's this guy that scored after a minute at Hoffenheim in the previous fixture when City faced Hoffenheim over in Germany that we won 2-1 thanks to a late David Silva strike. So they've still got they've got plenty of options up front. They've got a lot of power. They've got a lot of attacking credential. They've got a lot of players that can go and cause us a lot of problems, particularly because they like running and they like attacking. So this could be a very entertaining game and a big test for what I'm expecting to be a makeshift Manchester City defence. But we're waiting to see how serious they take it. Like I said, a win for them may well see them get into the Europa League. However, it depends on what happens over in the Ukraine. Shakhtar Donetsk have got a match against Lyon. We know that if Shakhtar wins, Shakhtar end up qualifying for the last 16 of the Champions League. If they pick up a point, I think that might be enough to see Shakhtar. I'm not too sure. I think it's enough to see Shakhtar get the Europa League, and it'll be enough to see Lyon go through. Lyon know with a win they'll go through, or a point they'll go through to the last 16, which is what their aim will be. A Lyon win means they'll overtake Man City unless Manchester City picks up that point because they've got a better head-to-head than us. So that's what we're standing for here. I'd rather not leave it in the hands of that Shakhtar and Lyon game. Get it done, get that point, and move on. Like I said, ideally, I'd love a win in this game. We won at Hoffenheim. You'd expect us to win in Manchester. However, rotated squad, anything can happen. We saw it last season. We lost 2-0 when we was on that huge winning streak. A little bit of momentum was stopped in the Champions League as we ended up losing to Shakhtar. In the I think it was away 2-0. I think it was. I seem to remember with the rotated squad. So be interesting to see what Pep goes for. For City, like I said, we're needing a point. We're needing to recover from that loss against Chelsea at the weekend. Best way to go and do that is just to play regularly and go and get the win. Like I said, winning this game sees us get to the last 16 in first place. Job done. Everyone's happy. We'll wait for the draw, which is on Monday. From there, we then got a match against Everton at the weekend. So, like I said, what helps you get over losses is just winning your next games, and that's what we're aiming for here. It's a good chance, though, for some players to get some minutes. I'm expecting a strong side to go out, however, it'll be rotated. I'm expecting the 7 substitutes that didn't start against Chelsea to start in this game. I don't think it's going to be 11 changes, 10 or 11 changes like we saw last season against Shakhtar. I'm expecting actually a little bit more, maybe 6 or 7 changes in this game, just to give some players some rest. I am hoping that we'll see new contract signing Phil Foden get a start in this game. He should have had a start possibly a week ago against Watford, possibly maybe even the weekend before that. He should have had a start. He's not had it. I'm expecting him, or I'm at least hoping that he will start in this game. We've got some injuries. Not expecting to see Kevin De Bruyne. Sergio Aguero we're not too sure about. Even if Aguero is fit to play, I wouldn't expect him to start in this game. We've also got no Bravo, we've not got any Mendy either. A little bit of a debate. Will we see Muric starting goal or Ederson? I reckon we'll see Ederson because, like I said, I think City will take this very seriously. I think City know that they want first place in the group, and so they won't want to jeopardise that. They'll just make some tinkering, like I said, 6-7 changes with players that were on the substitute bench. That, let's face it, Man City's rotated squad, it's not a weak squad. Man City have got competition right round in all positions. We've got decent players in each position that we've got on the pitch, so there's always competition there. There's at least 2 players that can play in every position, so it'll be a strong squad. It'll be a high scoring game. I reckon it'll be a very entertaining and attacking game. I'm expecting probably to be some mistakes with Man City's rotated squad, and Hoffenheim, like I said, no offence, but they're not the greatest at defending either, so plenty on the line in this game, still all to play for. It could be a very entertaining game. Score prediction is going to be very difficult. Like I said, both teams to score. We could be looking at a 2-1, we could be looking at a 3-1, we could be looking at a 3-2, we could even be looking at maybe a 1-1 or a 2-2. We could even be looking at a Manchester City loss here if things don't go too well. We've already lost against Lyon at home, let's not forget. So this is going to be a very difficult game. We'll want to win this game, I guarantee it. We didn't win our last Champions League game either away at Lyon, so they want to put that right. Like I said, winning now will leave us on good terms in the group stage of the Champions League and gives us every hope of going into the last 16 and waiting for that draw on Monday. I'm going to go for 3-2 Manchester City in this game. I'm confident that if a strong squad goes out, not too bothered if it's rotation, as long as it's a strong squad, I'm confident that we can go and pick up the win. So, what have you been all waiting for now? Team selection. This is going to be probably one of the hardest team selections that I could try and predict of the whole season, because I don't know. Like I said, we could go with a full 11 here. Our strongest 11 could go out. One that was similar to Chelsea. I'm not too sure, but this is my prediction, so I'll pop that up now for you. I've gone for Ederson in goal. Like I said, I'm going for Walker to get a rest, so Danilo at right back. I've gone for full change at centre back. I've gone for Company and Otamendi. They're going to come in for John Stones and Aymeric Laporte, and I've gone for Fabian Delph to then have a rest and put Zinchenko in at left back, so a full change in the back 4. There's 4 changes. I've gone for Fernandinho to have a rest in this game, because let's face it, we're not going to get many more chances to rest him in the December period. So I've gone for Gundogan to sit in defensive midfield. Pep's teased about it before, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. If that does happen, then I've gone for Foden and Bernardo Silva. So there's a couple more changes, and Bernardo Silva obviously retaining his place sitting at the top of the midfield. And I've gone for Mahrez, Sane and Jesus up front, giving Raheem a little bit of a rest. And Jesus does like home matches of the Champions League. Scored a hat-trick last time round at the Etihad in the Champions League against Shakhtar Donetsk, so I'd have him go again. And like I said, if they can get it into the space, work the ball and match or go toe-for-toe with Hoffenheim and try and attack them like they're going to try and attack us, particularly in that first half, we could be in for an entertaining game here. And like I said, this could end up being plenty of goals. So like this could be like a very entertaining, surprising game, which on paper you wouldn't expect it to be, but it could well be. So I'm excited for this game. Like I said, I want the point. That's job done for me. If we pick up the win, that'd be excellent and gives us every momentum going into the final push throughout the last parts of December, including that Everton home game that we've got coming up on Saturday early afternoon. So there we go. That's been the preview. Please in the comments below let me know your score prediction and team prediction for this game. Very interesting. This is a very difficult one to try and predict in terms of score and team, so I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, leave a big thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed the video. And don't forget, if you're interested in my content and you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe, press the red button, press the bell next to it. That will put your push notifications on, so you don't have to go in your sub box. You'll be notified when I've uploaded, so you can be kept up in the loop with all the latest Manchester City news first here at JSGC. So make sure you subscribe, put your push notifications on. We're aiming for 2,000 subscribers, and we're not that far away now. We're trying to get that before the end of the year, so let's have that last push, try and get there. That'd be absolutely fantastic, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. So please make sure you share the video if you enjoy the video and help my channel grow. That would be much appreciated. So there we go, it's been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all again for the match analysis, which will be up on Thursday morning. We've got a Manchester City latest news video up tomorrow for you too, as we're going through daily Manchester City videos. So I'll see you then. So it's been JSGC. I hope you all have a lovely and wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.